What is going on, everybody? My name is David Chambers. This here is Ashley Purdue. She is the owner of HK's Hogshine YouTube channel. But right now, we got something awesome for you guys. We went dove hunting, and dove season just opened here in Florida, so the birds are still pretty thin. But the most important part is we had an awesome time. We shot a few birds. You have to wait and find out how many we shot. But man, we had so much fun, and we may have even more fun eating them. We don't know. But the fact is, we had an awesome time. And we're gonna bring you guys out to where we got these birds, and we'll see you there. Sorry for the wind here, it's really windy, but so right now what we're doing is we're jumping the birds, and Doug's over there with Ashley, and they're shooting. I mean, he shot total 3 times, so we're thinking that we're gonna have enough for food here. But there's a bunch of them out in this pasture right here, so we're just gonna walk in there and see if we can jump them towards, and they're gonna fly hopefully right towards him, and he's gonna take care of business.
Way down and coming right to you.
Oh, my dear. I plugged the wrong ear.
What did you do? Huh?
I plugged the wrong ear.
You alright? Get over here.
There it is.
He's still there, he just landed. I didn't know that they'd land after you shot at him like that.
Well, you didn't really hit him.
Shut up. Okay. Look how awesome this bag is. It's like, look, that head goes right there. Pull it out. Pull it tight. Bring that down. There we go. Got ourselves a little dove hanger. Guys, never leave your window down with birds in your car if you have a cat. We had 4 birds, now we have 2.5. That cat is always eating our catch, clean, cook food. I opened my door to get the birds, and the cat was like, what?
Boots.
Holy crap. Alright, we're gonna clean these 2 birds. Here's our dove. It started on his head, but we got him time. So this is the dove right here, and this one looks a little nicer, so we'll use him. Right, now the wings, they're not worth anything. Like a chicken, you'll have meat in your wings. This one you won't. Grab here behind the wing like that. Nice firm grip, twist it right off. Twist and pull. One more time, pull it out. Grab under it, twist. Whatever you can, and pull. Normally I would not do this in the garage because it's a mess, but it's dark and this is where the light is, so for filming purposes, this is where we are. Now, that right there, that's the breast of your dove. Put a thumb on each side. Kind of pull some feathers out a little bit. Just split that open as best you can, right? Split that open. There's your breast right there. The breast is basically all you have to eat on a dove. And I just got into dove hunting. Ashley, Hogshine, and her dad, and then I've been doing it for a while. But I was actually surprised at how much meat is here. So once that breast is there, I mean, you kind of just have to work with it. So you got this here, grab that, pull it up. So all I did was bend that bird in half like that. There's that breast, and grab it, pull it out. All the guts and the heart and everything are still there. I'm gonna twist that breast off. That's all I'm gonna do. From there, this bucket of water is just to rinse out the breast, get the feathers off of it, and any kind of blood or whatever else.
Yeah.
There's your nice, perfect, amazing duck breast. Each side there is packed full of meat, right? Now, the other day, all I did was I just kind of worked with this. Look, because you can slide your thumb under the side of that and almost get it, like just get it off without even a knife. But just to make sure that we're saving as much meat as possible here, grab this knife, grab that breast, and just kind of fillet that breast right off that bone right there. It's really pretty dang simple. You have that off. Just cut it off. Just work with it. You know what? This is by no means. I mean, there's probably people that can do this and have their own way, but right now, this is how we're doing it. That bone, just pull it off. Rinse it off again. There you go. Perfect to eat, amazing duck breast. It's about, I mean, size comparison, size like a golf ball, and heck, you get 5, 6 of these dove, you got a good meal. One more time, here's the other one, the other half of the breast. Rinse it off again, grab that breast, and this time I'll use only the knife, just to kind of see the difference here. And whenever you're working with like a bird with feathers, it's good to have that water here, because whenever you get feathers on your knife or your meat, you can always just rinse it right off, and the feathers come right off. It isn't like hair on a hog or a deer to where you gotta like fight to get it off. Just comes right off. We're just gonna cut that, fillet it right off that bone, just like the last one. Once we get it there, I'm gonna kind of open it up a little bit. There we go, simple as that. Look at that. Another perfect to eat breast. Guys, that right there, that's how you clean a duck breast. And you know, I really hope that you guys enjoyed that hunt, but for now, we're gonna see you guys in the kitchen and cook this dove. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna do an awesome recipe, so we'll see you there. And what we've got right here is our dove meat. That's gonna sit there for now, nice and dried off. We want it as dry as possible. And again, we're gonna get a pan, put some oil over here. Make sure this stove top is on. We also have a pot here full of water for some rice. We're doing rice in a bag because we're fancy in here. And then we're gonna throw some oil in there. Just enough to submerge those dove breasts. So like right there should be fine. It's actually probably a little too much, but we don't care. So here's our dove. Now we're gonna grab a Ziploc bag. Open that up. We're gonna grab some flour. Flour. Good enough. And all we're gonna do here is, I've got this gator hammock, gator sprinkle from Colorado, Florida. Just a kind of little small town here in Florida. This stuff is like, you're gonna find this stuff in more of little like mom and pop hometown stores, as opposed to like a big box store. Just a nice dust on these duck breasts, or duck, I keep calling them duck, on these dove breasts. It's a little spicy, this stuff, so if you have kids eating or something, or if you just don't like spicy food, then you can always get the one that isn't spicy. We're gonna throw that right there. We're just seasoning the one side because you'll see why in a second. Because we're gonna grab some of this and season that flour up. Just right in that bag of flour. Just as much as it looks good to you. This is some lemon pepper. I'm gonna grab some of that right there in that bag. Just a little bit. So we have the dove breast, we've got flour, and we've got some gator hammock and some lemon pepper. We're gonna make sure our bag is nice and full of air. Seal it up, just shake it. All we're trying to do is get those dove breast. Someone tell me, somebody explain this to me. Why am I saying duck? You want your dove breast totally coated in a nice, perfect, even layer of flour. Just like this, look. They're all just like that. That's all you want, right there. So it's on high right now. I'm gonna throw this onion in there. Yeah, that's pretty hot. So we're gonna bring it down to like a medium, like a 5 or 6 here. And we'll leave it right there for now. Our bag of rice, our bags are in the water, getting ready to become amazing. Make sure those are nice and submerged. So once we have the oil down like a medium high, like a 5 or 6 is what it is right now, go ahead and put your dove breasts in there. We actually, I sneaked out today and got one more dove just to make sure we had enough meat. I was like, no problem, we'll do that. There we go, look at that, right in there. And this is seasoning up this oil. I'm putting the breast, the top side down right now. Still pretty hot. I'm gonna bring that down lower. That top side is down because it'll be right side up as soon as we flip it. That is a little too hot. If you have to, pull it off the heat for a second while your burner gets a little slower. You do not want anything to burn in here. And it is extremely important that your duck breast is dried off. Dove breast. I'm just used to saying that, I guess, for some reason, more than dove. It's extremely important that your dove breast is 100% dried off before you put it in the bag of flour. That is going to be the difference on if the flour actually sticks to your breast or not. And if your breast is wet, when you put it in here, that flour will just fall right off. So that type of sizzling, that's what we want. Not too hot, not too low. A nice even sizzle, if I can say that. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna grab a duck breast.
Dove.
A dove breast. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna bring it over here, cut it right in half. It's actually not that tough. That's done. That is totally done. There's no blood flow or anything like that. It's been about 5 minutes in that oil, and we're done. And what you're left with is a perfectly flavored oil. This has the dove flavor, it has the seasonings that were on the dove, and that oil is totally flavored. So we're gonna turn that a little higher. We're gonna pour this, actually first thing we're gonna do is get these onions. Grab all your onions that we cut up earlier, throw them right in there. Look at that. Let those cook up real nice. About a minute or so, they'll be totally cooked. So we have here, look at these onions, look at them. They're perfectly cooked. Check that out. Nice and golden brown on the edges. That's how you know they're done. They're not burnt, but they're not raw still. Now this flour is the same flour that we shook that dove breast in, and it's seasoned because we put the gator ham in, we put the lemon pepper and the salt and pepper. So this flour is already seasoned. All we're gonna do is pour some of this flour right into that oil. Just so you guys know, it doesn't get much healthier than this either. Right? You just put some, I mean, come on, who doesn't like some good old gravy made out of oil? I forgot one thing, which is this melted butter. That should have been in before the flour, that's okay. That's just gonna give it a nice buttery flavor. Let that cook up. That's gonna thicken up once that flour gets to work. That consistency, that kind of pasty looking consistency is exactly what you want when you're making a gravy. Now at this point you have an option. You can either put like a beef broth or you can put milk. Now we're doing white gravy, so we're gonna put some milk.
You're gonna have no milk left.
Yeah, I could tell that we were gonna need a lot of milk. It's a lot of gravy, but who doesn't, there's no such thing as too much gravy if you ask me.
No. Now I just need some biscuits.
I know. We got the onion, the flour, the seasoned oil. And I love this just because that oil has the duck.
It's a dove,
has
baby.
the dove breast flavoring. Look at that. That's a perfect gravy consistency. I mean, some people like it a little thinner. What do you guys think? Looks pretty good. And you know what? The cool thing about this recipe, you guys, is that we don't have a ton of dove, right? We had like 6 dove or 5 or 6 dove, which is not a whole lot of food. So having the rice and the gravy is gonna fill you up. Like that's what you're gonna need, and it's gonna make you full, and you'll still be able to have the benefit of tasting and experiencing eating the dove. Ashley is taking, AKA HK's Hogshine herself, is taking the bags of rice out of the water, And what I just did was I just tasted the gravy. And you know, whenever you're cooking, you should really taste whatever you're cooking before you serve it to make sure that it has the right amount of salt, spice, whatever, whatever it may be. And I just tasted that, and I think that needs a little bit more salt, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we got 3 bowls here. That's that boiling a bag rice. That's hot. First thing, throw some rice on a plate. Nice little pile of it right there. We're gonna do that on every one of these bowls. Second thing, here we go. Now, grab your duck breasts.
Dove.
Grab your dove breasts. That's what they are, David. Throw them right
At this point, it's duck.
on top of your rice. From there, grab your gravy. We had some gravy issues today. I put way too much flour in there, but you can always thin it out. Just put more milk and re-season it. Right on top of everything.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. What more could you ask for?
Seeing as it's 10 o'clock and I haven't had dinner, not much.
Yeah, this is what dreams are made of. All right.
There
There we go. And it's time to eat. So look, I like mixing it up. That way the gravy is on everything, okay? Mix it right up. And once you do that, grab the breast.
Okay.
It was really good. Big bite. It's better than duck. I keep calling it duck. That does, if you ask me, it tastes better than duck. It tastes like a wild bird. Has that kind of flavor to it, but it's not very greasy or oily at all. It tastes very good.
Alright guys, we're gonna sit down and have our dinner at 10 o'clock, but definitely give it a try. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the video. You want some? And we'll see you guys next time. Here, Bo, you want some?
Do you like it?
Yep, it's Bo approved.
Actually, it's pretty dang good.
It is.
Yeah,
Job.
Oh!